Hello? Hello? Oh my gosh. Lucy? Lucy, are you okay? Can you hear me? Hello, 911? Hi, I found my neighbor on the floor. I don't know if she's breathing or not. Okay, send someone as fast as you can. Thank you.
Hi Morgan, I'm Amanda. I'm going to give you a report. I have Lucy here today. She's a 37-year-old female admitted to the acute care unit on 11/18. No known drug allergies, no known food allergies. Her diagnosis is right groin cellulitis. She is a rule-out bladder trauma versus abscess and a rule-out necrotizing fasciitis. She was brought to the ER via ambulance. She was found at home lying on the floor face down by a neighbor who hadn't seen her for several days. No one knows how long she was in that state. The patient currently has a 3-inch wound to her right groin. The surrounding area is reddened, indurated, and tender to the touch. Her pain level hovers at a 7 out of 10. She receives some pain medication and it brings it back down to a 4 out of 10. Her vital signs are stable. She has a Foley cap and an IV. She receives clindamycin, vancomycin, and Aricept. She has a history of falls and a history of multiple sclerosis. So far, she's had repeated incision and drainage under anesthesia in the OR. She's also had an incision and drainage at the bedside under no medication. Okay. Lastly, she has a temperature right now of 103. She's no longer eating. She says she's not feeling hungry. And she's now on bed rest.
Okay. According to Newman, the flexible lines of defense and the normal lines of defense have been broken. So the nurses will need to concentrate on building the lines of resistance.
Have a good day. Thank you.
Hey Lucy, my name's Mike. I'm going to be your nurse today.
Okay.
The nurse that I talked to said that you were feeling some pain, so I'm going to go ahead and drop medication for you to give you.
Wait, is that the same medication I've gotten before?
Yeah, this is the one that's in your chart, the one the doctor ordered.
That doesn't work.
But this is what the doctor ordered, and he thinks this is what's going to work for you, so...
I'm going to refuse that medication. I need an IV medication because that doesn't work. It's a waste.
Okay, well, do you have an IV right now?
No.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to start an IV.
Alright, anything I can do to get pain relief? My pain is a 9 out of 10.
Okay, well, go ahead and put your arm down, and we'll see if we can find one of these veins to get. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this in. We're going to see if we can get you an IV going then. Well, I'm sorry, but this is what you wanted. This is the medication that you wanted, so...
I just wanted some relief.
Okay, well, I gotta get this IV before you can get that.
Stop!
Stop! According to Newman, the patient has had multiple IV attempts. That increases risk for infection and disrupts the core being. Now, I would recommend that the nurse get an order for a PICC line. This would have the patient get pain medication, which adds additional lines of resistance. Let's try this scene again.
Okay, I can see this isn't working for you, so I'm gonna talk to the doctor. I'm gonna see if we can get an order for a PICC line. A PICC line is gonna go basically from somewhere right in here, and it's gonna go up, and it's gonna go straight into your chest, and then we can give you medications through that. Once you get it in place, nobody's gonna have to stick you again. You're not gonna have to get any more shots, and we can just go ahead and get medications through that line.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and talk to the doctor, and we'll get an order for it, okay?
Lucy, wake up.
Ah!
Oh yeah, that's right, it's cellulitis. Sorry. So, the doctor's gonna come in and do a wound debridement. Do you know what that is?
I think I've had one before.
Yeah, it's where he scrapes the wound out.
Yeah, last time they didn't give me anything.
Yeah, he didn't order you anything again, so
Oh my gosh.
you're fine. You went through it before, you obviously don't need it.
Stop! So in this scene, the pain from the procedure is going to be very intensified and going to disrupt further the core being. Pain medication is an additional line of defense, of resistance, according to Newman. So I would recommend this nurse obtain an order for from the doctor for pain medication for this patient. Let's try this scene again.
You know what? You're right. You should have pain medication. I'm sorry about that. I'm gonna talk to the doctor. Don't worry about it. I'll come back in and let you know what he says. We'll get you something so that you don't feel it.
Thank you.
No problem.
I'm so glad you came to visit. I'm in so much pain, and TV is like just what I needed.
Well, of course. Why wouldn't I come here for you?
Hi, are you one of the hundreds of Americans that are diagnosed with flesh-eating bacteria every day? Are you having trouble affording those horrible, expensive medications? If so, you can call AstraZeneca. They may be able to help you. Thank you.
Oh my god. Nurse! Nurse!
Call?
Do I have a flesh-eating bacteria?
No. The doctor wanted us to check for that, but we ruled that out. Where did you get that idea?
I saw a commercial.
Well, you can't believe everything you see on TV.
Oh.
So-
It's okay.
So the commercial probably was one of those AstraZeneca commercials that was talking about
How'd
how
you
to pay for
know?
your medic. Everybody talks about those AstraZeneca commercials.
Okay.
So if you actually need help paying for your medications, we can set you up with a social worker and he can help you find a program that'll work for you, okay?
Thank you.
As for your sickness, no, you don't have flesh-eating bacteria, you have cellulitis and we're treating it with antibiotics.
Excellent. Thank you.
Okay, if you have any questions, don't believe TV, give me a call.
Her temperature's at 103, and that's with Tylenol.
Yeah, I've noticed she hasn't been eating the last couple days either, and I got her lab report back just now. The H&H are dropping, and she doesn't sound too good.
Talk to the doctor. Is he think she's septic?
Yeah, I just got off the phone with him. He thinks that she's gonna go or she's septic and that she's not gonna last much longer.
Wow.
Stop. According to Newman, multiple lines of resistance have failed. The conservation of energy has failed, and the core being has now failed. The patient will die. We need to go back, rewind back to the beginning of this, and see what we can have done to prevent all of it. Hi, Lucy.
Oh, hello.
I'm Dr. AstraZeneca. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to finally meet you.
So I want to talk about your new diagnosis. Are you aware of what happened?
The MS.
Okay, yes. So you
Yes.
do know. Okay, great. So I'm just going to go over your plan of care for the future for this diagnosis, okay?
That'd be great.
Okay, so first to start off, this facility uses the theorist Newman, which she talks about primary and secondary and tertiary preventions, which all that translates to is basically a lot of teaching, so we prevent you from being ill. Does that sound okay?
Absolutely.
Okay, great. So basically, we're going to teach you about the diagnosing process, the disease process, medications plus their side effects, and you're also at risk for falls. So we're going to give you some resources and brochures to see if you can make your home more fall free. Okay.
Okay.
And also, I'm going to work with the social worker and the nurses to get you some resources and some support groups.
I would love that. I'm a people person.
Okay, that's great. So everything sound good?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Thank you so much.
No problem. I'll see you later. Okay.
Okay.
If you need anything, give me a call.
Okay.